Welcome to a 1v1 on... What am I doing? This isn't Starcross Casts. Welcome to Game 2 of the series. Korean Army took Game 1 with close air support. He had a really great early game against Momo's hyper-aggressive rifle company. Took 2 wipes against Momo. And because of that, he was able to survive the onslaught of light vehicles and slowly turn the game around with close air support. So, well played, Korean Army, taking Game 1. I didn't take note of the VPs, sadly. I should have. But either way, going into Game 2, Momo's going to be playing as Ostrupen against Korean Army's Armor, Rifle, or Airborne. So... see how things go. Strupen immediately go towards the munitions there in the north and the VP in the center. And another squad is hovering around the cutoff, so Momo wants to be as aggressive as possible. Momo's a very aggressive player. I've never seen him play conservatively as Oster or Americans. Oster doesn't have that many aggressive build orders, but Ostrupen is definitely one of them. Especially on a map like this with really important buildings. I saw him do something on his stream just a couple days ago, something really similar, on La Glaze Breakout, really urban map, just against a US player too, where he would just go really hard into Ostrupen, straight towards his opponent's buildings near their base and start working the cutoffs and take an aggressive hold of the map. And that's exactly what he's doing here. He's off to a great start. He's taken only 1 loss and forced to retreat from these riflemen, and now he's threatening Korean Army's cutoff. So I'm curious to see how he's going to respond, try and deal with this problem. He just locked in Armor Company. I wonder if he's going to try and get rid of Ostrupen with Assault Engineers. Maybe try and get into close range and burst them down. Curious if that's going to work. Losing this engagement badly. Wow. I don't even know if that's going to get away. Is he going to suffer a wipe in 3 minutes? Yes, he will! And just as Momo lost a full squad of riflemen in Game 1, Korean Army loses a full squad in Game 2. Momo is off to an even better start in Game 2 than Korean Army was in Game 1, but of course, he has a much more powerful early game doctrine. The mid game is going to be very important. Finally, Momo is pushed back by overwhelming numbers, and Assault Engineers have been fielded. If Korean Army had not lost that rifle squad, he'd be in a much better position right now. MG42 into the house. He's already positioned in green cover to try and get rid of it, though. And Assault Engineers can have pretty quick and early access to the flamethrower, so not sure how long that MG is going to last. Assault Engineers make it clear of the machine gun's arc. And it has no choice but to pull out. So pretty good opening for those Assault Engineers, motivating that retreat. And, we saw DevM trying Assault Engineers versus Paul, which is part of why his game versus Paul on this map didn't go that well. Korean Army's going to try the exact same thing now against Momo. At the time, Paul did not go with Strupen. So it might work a little bit better in this scenario. Nice ambush. Momo thinks that this is safe, but it's probably not. He immediately gets out when he sees that flamethrower, I guess, and then just retreats. So he kind of psyched himself out right there with that maneuver.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
How is this the first time you've seen a USF not go rifle? Price, we just watched Price play USF, he didn't go rifle. And we also watched Antilles USF, and he didn't go rifle either time. So I guess you just haven't been paying that much attention, Amy. In fact, Rifle Company has only been picked once today out of like 4 USF games at least. Rifleman Chase was trooping off in the south, and Korean Army continues his very slow and steady advance towards the north. Now that rear echelon troops have been chased out of the south, he might send them to cap in the north unopposed. M20 is on the field at the exact same time as the 222. Scout car battles will commence. Interesting, he just put his lieutenant in the utility car. Lieutenant driving the utility car around so that the bazooka can try and take shots at the 222. Nothing is connected yet, and he's getting charged by a flamethrower and a Stroop, and the flamethrower flushing him out of green cover. Bazooka shot does connect, though. Oh, Copflice with the sub, thank you. And the rifleman got wiped. Copflice, I really appreciate the support.
Ambulance ready for action.
Korean Army off to a really rough start. 2 squads of riflemen now have been wiped, and assault engineers are not exactly amazing. And the lieutenant is currently inside of the utility car. Means that engagement, it didn't exactly go great. Didn't really pick anything up in exchange for what he lost either.
A capture point is under attack.
Okay, fine. God.
Boys, you ready to roll out?
Ooh.
Reinforcements in. Rifle squad ready for action.
Trying to plant an M6 mine, he is chased away.
Anti-personnel mines planted. Watch where you step.
Uh-oh, double Faust on the M20, it gets main gun destroyed, the rear echelons inside get out. Looks like both scout cars could probably go down. Oh, that steal with the Stroop, and it cost him nothing to do that, so I guess it made sense. I don't know if he's gonna get away. Bazooka shot just missed, and the 222 goes down to assault engineers in the south. He must chase this. If that gets away, that is a horrible turn of events. Oh, I think that's gone. Oh, unless it does that. Okay, that was a weird little dance. It might still be gone, but it's stuck on the tank, so okay. Well, if Momo had microed that better, I'm pretty sure that would have gotten away. A pant? No. I was about to be like, what? Okay. Well, that was an engagement that went interestingly. Both scout cars down, though. Nothing crazy happening at the end of that. Assault engineers going to work on the Pios right there. Lieutenant working on the territory in the north. Can get that munitions easily against this minesweeper. Stands no chance. And, I don't know what I think about how this game's going to go from here. The sniper saw 0 kills because it had to insta-retreat from that last thing, so it's been on the field without really doing anything for a while, and Korean Army's getting territory under control in the north. Sniper with supporting Stroop and an MG42 moving to counter this assault.
We are losing a sector.
And Korean Army has gone captain, which, as armor company, makes perfect sense. Probably just going to be relying on call-in tanks and maybe try and get out a pack howitzer or something like that.
Lay down a base of fire! We're losing a capture point.
Assault engineers have to retreat from the sniper. Continues working on the lieutenant, which will also be forced to retreat. And the cutoff is being taken by these Restrupen. Captain on his way to counter. There are riflemen also positioned in green cover right here on the M20 wreck, which will prevent this advance. Lucky bazooka snipe right there, but the officer model just died, so no more Thompson damage. Doesn't matter. Rear echelon troops and vehicle crew gonna get the cutoff back under control as the sniper pushes away the last squad on the north, and the map continues to just be split in half horizontally. It's kind of hard to tell who's really winning. Tier 3 up here for Momo, but he's still quite far from Panzer IV. Fuel income is about to be restored, though. Green Army's in the lead for kills somehow, because he's fighting against Ostrupen, I guess. But But Momo has not lost anything. No wipes, just the scout car and the utility car. Green Army has lost 2 full squads of riflemen, so expensive losses. Man, those take way too long to plant. What is that? That's ridiculous.
The capture point is being overrun.
I never really noticed that before. They should reduce that. I like how they're Soviet mines too. He's not gonna get that planted in time. Cancels the mine. S-mine's planted, meanwhile, here on the munitions point. Doesn't have a minesweeper out yet. Might want to bring that over. Upgrade with a minesweeper, get rid of those S-mines. So Strupen going for the cutoff might be overextending a little bit right here, though. One big pack howitzer shot hit could be devastating. This assault engineers can't help in this engagement. They have to go deal with that sniper, which means riflemen are going to be forced to retreat. Engagement happening in the north between lieutenant and minesweeper will obviously go to Korean Army, though. I'll have no problem taking control up there. Ostrupen. That bazooka snipe just... Did I just kill 3 Ostrupen with 1 bazooka shot? That's what it looks like. Ooh, and that was even worse. I'm waiting for that to happen. Unfortunately, not retreat over that mine, though. Minesweeper gets wiped. Slightly there, retreat there from Momo. Sniper's also dangerously low. I thought that bazooka shot was just gonna hit him in the face, but no. He gets away. MG42 setting up. I don't know if he can... Oh, he pops on me to get that vehicle crew to sprint behind the MG, but they can only do very minor damage with their grease guns. Oh, pack howitzer on the other hand does excellent damage, and Korean Army is just winning everywhere thanks to big pack howitzer hits. Chased off the sniper. Momo starting to fall a little bit behind. Where is that Panzer IV? It just doesn't quite have the fuel for it yet. He's so close though. Ooh, oh man, I can't believe how many clutch hits this pack howitzer is landing.
Are sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being captured.
Area secure. In contact.
A capture point is under attack.
Is that another huge hit, or was that squad already low? I don't know. Either way, they're retreating. Here comes the push by Korean Army straight up the middle. Sniper's available, MG42 is available, so we can't overextend too badly here. Vehicle crew will provide vision of the house up there. Incendiary round from the sniper forces that squad to retreat. The pack howitzer wants to take a slightly more aggressive position, maybe to try and snipe that sniper. She is shooting at... Oh, that was close. No, it wasn't. It looks close. It wasn't that close. I overreacted.
M10 tank destroyer.
And it has 11 kills. It's pretty good. M10's available. He calls it in instantly before the Panzer IV hits the field, so there will be no window. Oh! There it is. I knew it. That happened in slow motion before my eyes. Sniper sniped by the pack howitzer. Flamethrower battle in the north. Assault engineers are quite clumped. I don't know who's gonna win that. Okay, now I do. The Army's squad wins that mile. Panzer IV goes in on these riflemen. They're clumped, but the shot doesn't connect. Bazooka in the church softens it up a little bit. He might go for engine damage. I don't know if that would be engine damage or not if it's critical of HP. Yes, it is. Damaged engine. Thanks to one bazooka shot. I wonder if the M10 is going to look for an opportunity to destroy that. Maybe if it's circled very wide around the flank. I don't think there are any teller mines to punish this attempt. This could be huge. Will he give up? Yes, he will. Is that engine damage? No, it's not. He probably could have chased. I don't know. That was a judgment call. Korean Army doesn't want to get too aggressive. I don't blame him.
A squad of pioneers has arrived.
Mods, let's try and keep the salt in chat to like a minimum. Let's try not to make any disparaging remarks. Thanks, guys. Squads in the south working on the VP and munitions.
Forces are securing our territory.
Riflemen working on the center. Minesweeper sent north. Nice play by Korean Army getting rid of those S mines. I think he also got rid of the ones on the on the munitions, so he's cleaning up those S mines nicely. Panzer IV is about to be fully repaired and he needs to use this to break out of this current situation. And we're really seeing the difference between close air support and Ostrup in this game. Ostrup in the hyper early game, Oster Commander. Close air support, the hyper late game. Man, that Panzer IV is getting torn up by this M10. He needs to be careful. Another shot penetrates. He's one hit from being destroyed. But the M10's not going to gamble on that and chase, which I think he probably should have. I don't know. He would have taken engine damage from the Grens, but one more shot and that was done. And Momo doesn't even have an AT gun. But he'll continue playing safe, and there's no reason not to. Time is on his side. He's got a pretty decent armor company late game. He's up against Ostrupen. He's got a triple cap going. He's got BPs, he's got map. I think he's pulling well ahead for kills here.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Right? These numbers are so inconsistent. But yes, Korean Army in the lead by 30, which against Ostrupen is pretty good. Second M10 out to maybe overwhelm that Panzer IV with a big push. Man, armor company meta this patch seems strong.
Enemy forces are securing our territory. Our lines of supply are disrupted. We have 300 points remaining.
M10 misses its shot that time. Momo clearly struggling to break out of this though.
sector. The enemy has broken our supply
Here comes
lines.
the decisive engagement from the Korean Army. Takes engine damage on one of the M10s, but he sees his opportunity and snatches it. Just as a Stug is coming out too, he's going to try and pull this to safety. The smoke screen is going to prevent the Stug from firing briefly, but there's the long shot and the M10 gets sniped. In the midst of this engagement, Grenadiers retreating with just a tiny sliver of health, get away from some VAR riflemen. And I think
Our
the Army
opponents are
wants to
seizing
circle
the
strafe
sector.
this rather than make an escape, which maybe he could. No, he'll continue pulling back, always hiding behind shot blockers. Lieutenant on the way up towards this strategic point. Another
Enemy is attempting
squad
to steal our sector.
push back here in the south. The Stug is trying to chase down an M10, and a fresh one just got fielded. If that Stug overextends itself, this game's
The enemy
over.
has driven a wedge in our lines.
Momo's not going to go crazy. He's pulling back.
Our brave
Squad
infantry
wiped.
is
Momo's
dying.
infantry forces are
Enemy
shattered.
forces are securing our territory. Contact.
And it looks like Momo is just going to concede. Not a very realistic possibility of him recovering from this situation, and Korean Army takes the series. GG. Well played by Korean Army. He will advance. And go on to fight Redbeard tomorrow. Brackets again, really quick. Redbeard defeated our number 2 seed OMG Pop, so Korean Army versus Redbeard will be the sort of mysterious series. Our number 15 seed making it to round 4. Pretty impressive, so I'm quite curious to see how that's going to go. Great game though, well played by both players, great series, and that's going to conclude all of my coverage for today.